Alright, time now is 8:13 a.m. on December 31st. It's the last day of the year. Slept from 3:55 till 8. Yeah, I wanted to go to bed early, but it's too hard, man. I fucked up again. But yeah, at least 3:55 is earlier than the usual 4:30. But yeah, not good, not cool. But yeah, oh fuck, it's gonna be okay. So I'm going to go to church for the first time in round 4. Hopefully after church I can go hang out at someone's place. Hopefully there's some sort of countdown party with the church people. I don't want to do it alone. But if I had to do it alone, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's better if I'm with someone, you know? It's better if I'm with someone. Yeah. Which means that lunch and dinner is gonna be completely outside, which is fine by me. You know, I wanna. Which means that today I won't be able to film worst movies list, but that's okay. I'll push that to tomorrow. Yeah. And yeah, last night right before bed, I'm like, holy shit, right, the film festivals. So I immediately turned on my laptop again, and I went to Film Freeway, and I submitted my short film to a film festival. Yeah, it's 15 US dollars, so not that big of a deal. There's another one that costs $50, not 15, 50. Hong Kong International Film Festival. I don't know if I should apply for that one because that one's kind of expensive. But also, the whole point of making the short film is to submit it to festivals, so I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna shave a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to church, and then we'll see, and then we'll see. Yeah. So yeah. Alright. Time now is 5:41 p.m. 5:40. I went back to sleep again. I went for a re-sleep. Damn. Yeah, so I went to church. The church teacher picked me up, and then we went. And yeah, it's kind of weird, you know. 3 months have passed, and here I am again on a Sunday, going to church. Yeah, and then I went to sermon, and I fell asleep again, as expected. Hopefully, not a lot of people see that, but it's really difficult to control it. Really difficult. I'm too sleepy. I was too sleepy, and I kept falling asleep. And then yeah, and then it's just yeah, and then I asked the church teacher if he knows if anyone has any plans for countdown tonight, and he's like, "Oh, I'm not sure." And he's like, "I don't know why, but people seem like they don't really have a lot of plans today. So I was scared that nobody's gonna show up because it's December 31st. And truthfully, in the beginning of the service, not a lot of people showed up. But as time goes by, people start showing up. Jonah, the siblings. Um, so I'm like, oh, okay, at least they're here. So after the service, we went outside for a rest as per usual, and then for some reason it felt nice. Every time I go to church, I can feel a certain like vibe. Like some days I go to church and it's awkward and quiet. Some days I go to church and everyone's nice and happy. Today everyone's nice and happy for some reason. And then we crossed the road and we went to Sunday school, Bible study, and it's a little different this time because we're separated into groups, and then um in the small group, every small group there's a church teacher, but this time the church teacher isn't one of us. Is a student. Well, she's already like graduated and everything, but it's her first time being a teacher, and she's stressed out about it, but um it's fine. It worked, and it's okay. Like I spoke up a couple times actually. I never speak up during Bible study because it's like, who cares? But there was a moment where um she asked us to share what what are the moments when you're in church where you experience kindness. In my small group, I actually spoke up and talked about the time back in February last year when we had to pay for $9 for a lunchbox, and I didn't do that. And one of the people at church, one of the women, um, gave her lunchbox to me, which I still remember to this day. I don't forget things like this. And the other church teacher, the cardiologist teacher, was like, "Yeah, well, you need to do something else back. You need to return that kindness somewhere else. You'll do it. You'll return that kindness someday." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then that's it. And then Sunday school's over. I asked a couple people. I asked the sister of the siblings, and they asked Jonah if there are any plans for them to count down tonight. And the sister said, nah, she already has other plans. And Jonah didn't plan for anything as well. Jonah's just gonna go home because his parents are at home, so he's just gonna count down at home. So, okay, I guess I can just go to my own home and count down myself, which is a little sad, but you know what? I already had a Christmas party with Cliff and Elin and everyone. That's already great, you know? So, today I can just chill by myself. It's not that big of a day. It's just countdown. I'm gonna do it myself. It's okay. Um, but yeah, it's kind of crazy because like back in 2021, I had a countdown in LA, but it was with my mom, my aunt at Santa Monica downtown. Last year, I counted down at Hong Kong, at my mom's rich friend's place. Again, this year, no idea, but it's okay. I'll just get over it alone. Say okay. Um, and yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream while it's counting down to see if anyone's tuning in. But yeah, yeah, nothing else. So, anyways, we all went for a meal, and it's a huge, huge lunch. I think there are about 15, 16, maybe even 20 of us went to a restaurant called Henry's Cuisine. It's in Alhambra. And Henry's Cuisine sounds like it's a French restaurant, but no, it's a Chinese restaurant. And it's kind of like yamcha, but like insane. So we all had this gigantic round table, and we just sat around, and we had so much food. It's fucking food heaven. And it's great. Even though I'm not counting down with anyone, at least I had a great big fat meal for lunch. You know, everything from deep fried pepper pork chops to fish fillet, to deep fried shrimps, to very good vegetables, to sweet and sour pork. Um, it's just a lot of food. Curry, beef, belly. Like, I ate a lot of food, and I feel good. And I should eat something light tonight, but I also don't because it's the end of the year and I want to celebrate a little harder. Maybe I'll order Grubhub again. Or I don't know. I feel like I'll order something from Grubhub, but something light. I think most importantly, I want to have dessert tonight. I want to have a nice dessert, like a slice of cake or whatever, you know. But yeah, I went back home and I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna sleep. So I went back to sleep and here I am. So yeah. Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
You too. Happy New Year. $30-something for this. God damn. It looks so bad. It's okay. Oh my god. Okay. Bruh. Alright, right now it's 9:33 p.m. We are about 2.5 hours away from 2024. My dinner has finally arrived. This is barbecue chicken pizza from Buongiorno Pizza and Pasta. Hopefully it's good. But yeah, I'm celebrating alone. I think for the first time in a long time. So cheers. Let's check out this dough first. Very soft and fluffy. I don't find any cheese. No, there is cheese here. Purple onions, pineapples, bits of chicken, cilantro, and barbecue sauce. Well, here we go. Cheers. And of course, we have some conventional salad. Not a big fan of this, but I need some vegetables. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pay $50 to apply for Hong Kong International Film Festival. Submit. I'm gonna do it.
New York, I can rub that in your face a little.
There's so many fireworks going. Ouch. All right, time now is 11:37. We are about 23 minutes away from 2024. I'm celebrating alone. Yeah, I just had a 2-hour long Discord call with Michelle, and a little bit before that, or in the middle of that, I ordered food on Grubhub. I ordered pizza. I had barbecue chicken pizza. It's like $50. It's $40, which is ridiculous. But you know what? I can have the pizza tomorrow for lunch as well. Why the hell not? So you know what? It's a fine investment. It's a fine, okay investment, and I think. But yeah, it's the last day of the year. Might as well go crazy a little bit financially. I also spent $52 just now applying for Hong Kong International Film Festival, even though I know for a fact that I won't get nominated. But if I do, though, but yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream I also called my mom and my mom and dad and my brother and then me had a three-way WhatsApp FaceTime call, and I thought it's just gonna be us for my brother's countdown in Minnesota, but turns out my brother's host family's there too. A lot of people, and I said hi to them, and they're like, "Oh, it's the brother. It's his brother." So that's that. But yeah, I feel okay. It's a little miserable counting down alone, but everyone's doing it at their homes anyways. It's fine. It's no biggie, no big deal. I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling fine. Um, yeah, yeah. Also, I'm eating a lot of calories today. The crazy lunch, 4 slices of pizza. I originally had 3 slices, but I grabbed a fourth one from the fridge. It's not even hot, but I grabbed the fourth one because I'm still hungry, which is cool. I should eat more food, bro. But yeah, that's it. I have my flan ready. And I'm excited for 2024. Um, yeah, before I end off this video and start my live stream, I just wanna talk about my goals for 2024. Just real quick, 1 sec. My goals. Right, so that's 9 goals. 1, find a part-time job on campus, join the gym, join 2 clubs, meet a lot of people, rush a frat house, infiltrate the film production people if I don't get into film production, and stage a coup against the Hong Kong Student Association. That's 7 things to do in USC. Another thing is I want to get a piercing for the earlobe and look edgy and have a sense of fashion. 8 would be my short film that's coming up. Maybe I'll plan on making my 8th short film later at the end of the year. But for now, I think 7 short films is already really crazy. And then yeah, and then I don't know, love myself. That is my number 1 goal. Love myself, learn to love myself. I can only love myself if I want to love others. Love myself first. Make video essays on YouTube. Yeah, and just gain weight, look better, work out. Yeah. I forgot to mention that right after the lunch today, I spoke with the younger brother of the siblings. He's doing physical therapy, and he knows a lot about working out and like muscle building and stuff like that. So I asked him about pike push-ups, and he's like, "Yeah, pike push-ups are very advanced. But if you want to broaden your shoulders, you need to learn pull, not push. And second of all, because my shoulders are like this, I'm a little hunchbacked. I need to like relax it, and I need to train myself to do that first. So I feel like that's actually very insightful. That sort of unlocked a key, that I had to deal with. But yeah, Happy New Year, y'all. Yippee-ki-yay. I'm entering 2024, and hopefully I have, or more like I should think I'm entering my 21. I'm already 21 years old. I turned 21 in LA in September, but I'm entering the second year of my 20s, and I want to make sure that I enjoy and have a roller coaster ride every single year in my 20s. So hopefully this year is going to be full of crazy and insanity, and hopefully in a good way this time, not like last time. To be fair, 2023, the first few months, and a bulk of 2022 is really good, but yeah, didn't end quite well at the end. And it's so funny, because I remember in Asakusa, in Sensoji, doing the fortune telling, and I jokingly said, "Oh, I'm getting into film school, and I'm getting a girlfriend," because the fortune telling told me that I'm lucky, but it's sort of like a monkey's paw. I got into film school, but for film studies. I got a girlfriend, but for 10 minutes. So didn't really happen after all. But hopefully my luck really comes in 2024. But first I must train myself first. I have a training arc. So fight on, motherfuckers. There we go. Got some flan. 8, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Okay, you know what? I need to do this. Get a spoon of flan. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hey, mamma mia. I don't know why I said that. Oh my god, it's 2024. It's 2024. Yes, woo, wow, yeah. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Yes, eat this, take this. Woo! Fuck. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't be standing here. Maybe one of these fireworks is actually a gunshot. I keep hearing them, but I don't know where. Oh my god. What? Where is it? Where's any of the fireworks? I can't see anything. The cars are honking. That's a shot. Alright, time now is 2:47 p.m. on January 1st, 2024. Yeah, it's 2:47. I slept from 4 to 1:30. Yeah, I wish I could sleep earlier, but last night I decided to finish editing my worst movies list. Yeah, I had a very, very good sleep, as expected. I woke up 1:30 and I still laid on my bed for like a whole hour. Because I thought to myself, who cares? It's January 1st. I want to just sleep all day, eat all day, and just like do nothing. So yeah, here I am. Um, yeah, there's a couple of things I haven't talked about. Like yesterday, I finally saw the third roommate's face. It's a tall Asian guy with glasses, and he went out for a little bit and then he walked back to his room. And I don't really know why. He didn't say hi, he didn't even look at me. I think he saw me for a second, but yeah, it's hilarious. Last night I also went to, cause fuck it, I went to the WhatsApp group between me, Natalie, and Cedric, and I just sent them a photo of the fireworks outside of my apartment and said, New Year's finally happening in the biggest shithole in the world. And then I deleted that and I said, because that sounds kind of weird. So I said, oh, it's the biggest hellhole in the world. And nobody responded as per usual, which is again kind of sad. It's like, I don't know, it's like I'm not important to Natalie. I don't think I am important to Natalie right now. But I think it's good that I keep forcing myself to be important in front of her. Um, to be fair, I think it's January 1st for them. Like, Natalie and her boyfriend are probably fucking or something. That's a good reason for her to not respond to me, and Cedric's just depressed. So, anyways, I'll keep talking to them as much as I can. Um, yeah, and everyone else seemed to be having fun for a new year. Cliff, Justin, Victor, Takumi, Ariel, Lewis, they're all hanging out. They all hung out at the Cliff House, and they went to the beach to see the sunrise, and then they went to Denny's together, which is so fucking cool. And I wish I could join. I almost had a little potato gang moment. Oh, I'm not in that gang. But then at the same time, I'm glad I'm alone. Like, I'm glad I'm like the master of my own ceremony last night. Eating the flan, eating the pizza. It's all, I control the festivities. But yeah, to be fair, A, I live in downtown LA and it takes a million years to get there. B, I'm somewhat close with Cliff and Justin. The rest of them, I mean, Ariel, I know her a little better, but the rest of them is still like, they don't know me that well. So I guess there's that. I'm not known as the gang. And I think the fact that I went there for Christmas is already kind of crazy. So yeah. I was gonna cope by saying, oh well, they didn't invite Elin either, but then I remembered Elin is actually in New York right now. But yeah, it's whatevs. It's whatevs. I've already made it so far in life in terms of friendship and friends making. I'll do better in USC. I'll do even better. Work out better. My hair will look better. I'll speak better. I'll have a better personality. Um, yeah, I want to fix my hair today. I want to add the hair softener so that my hair would bulge in. So that a couple days later, when I head to USC for the English exam, I will look swick. I will look swick as hell. Um, but yeah, I'll be seeing Cliff tomorrow. So today, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna do more laundry. I'm gonna film the best movies video. I'm gonna just rest up and not do anything. Aside from that, I'm gonna eat good and sleep good, and yeah. Tomorrow I'm seeing Cliff, and then 2 days later the USC journey begins, basically. I'm excited as fuck, actually. I forgot to apply for the job at USC. I'm gonna do that today as well. Also, I had a pretty weird big dream. It's been a while since I've had one of these, but I and my family went on a trip, and some random stranger barged into my room and peed on my bed and like destroyed everything, and I was so mad. I was screaming, and I wanted to find the culprit, and that's that. And then Adele, the British singer, turns out to be a serial killer, or she's suspected. So I tried to like look for her, or look for evidence of her in my own luggage for some reason. And then I was speaking to Natalie in WhatsApp, and Natalie was talking about fellatio kid, and I interpreted that as she did fellatio to a kid, and AKA her boyfriend, and it's, I don't know, you do you, man. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I played drums. I tried to play a Tool song on the drums. Yeah. So yeah, not a lot else. It's gonna be a nice January 1st. And the good thing is, I'm not going with the Cliff bunch, but I'm hanging out by myself, so I can sleep all day and I have time to do the best songs video, and I'm prepared for that. So that's the upside. So yeah, it's fine being a loner. It's totally fine. Um, yeah. I also had a Discord call with Michelle like, last night, so not much of a loner. But yeah. Yeah. Um yeah. Yeah. I hope no new challenges come up. Like the whole Mexico thing is already ridiculous enough. Like I just hope the next couple of months, just let me have a couple of months. Of course, there's a short film, and of course, the short film leads to the film production reapplication. But aside from this, let me have the next 2 months smooth, peaceful, and joyful. Like, just let me have many friends, find a group of core Hong Kongers that we can hang out constantly, find someone interesting, mayhaps, perhaps. Ooh, Don't get your hopes high though. Don't get your hopes high. Let's be spiritual about this. Um, Eat good, go to the gym. Yeah, just let's have a good 2 months first, and then March, life can throw something at me. But January and February, please let it be smooth sailing, please. Okay, life, can you do that? Life, can you do that? Universe, can you do that? World. Um, yeah, yeah.
Wait, so what happened? What actually happened in Mexico? Like, did they make you wait in line for hours?
Yeah, I waited for like 4 and yo, bagel sandwiches. Yes, please. Is it required?
Come on, it's not for chocolate.
All right, time now is 2:01 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I finished dinner about 3 hours ago, and it's leftover steak ravioli with a slice of cheese on top and yellow bell pepper. Pretty underwhelming dinner, but yeah, let's talk about today a little bit. So today I said that I'm going to stay at home the whole day and just chill. That did not happen. So shortly after I woke up, I had breakfast, which was cereal, and I was going to start filming my best movies list video, which I was really excited to film. And then suddenly, Tova called me. What the heck? Tova called me, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And she's like, what are you doing right now? And I'm like, nothing, I just woke up. And then I heard Benny's voice, and Benny was like, we're coming right now. Do you want to go to Long Beach? And I'm like, okay. And then Benny's like, okay, we're coming right now. We're going to Long Beach together. So I'm gonna arrive in 7 minutes. And I'm like, what? So, yeah, so at around 3:30, um, I, Tova, and Benny went to Long Beach together. Yeah, and that threw a bit of a wrench in my plan. I wanted to film the best movies video and I couldn't, and if I leave my apartment and then come back, my voice will sound raspy and I will be tired, which is not cool for the video, and I'm a little bit annoyed by that. But then at the same time, I'm given an opportunity to hang out with a couple friends, so why the hell not? So at the end, I said yes, but give me 20 minutes, give me 30 minutes. And Ben's like, 20 minutes? Come on. Like, jerk off? What are you gonna do? Jerk off? Jerk off faster. And I'm like, no. So I decided to just, like, stop filming, and, like, 3 minutes into filming, I just stopped. And we went to Long Beach together. And I was super hungry because I didn't have lunch. And everything. And again, I plan to have the cup noodle, which is still sitting there. I planned to have that cup noodle like 2 days ago, and I never got the chance to. It's getting suspenseful, but yeah. So that's that. Um, so I don't know. We went to Long Beach. We drove all the way to Long Beach. I've never been there before. But yeah, we arrived there and we stopped by Tova's friend's house, and her friend is a Cambodian American because there's a Cambodian community there. Her friend is Cambodian American, and then we said hi to her for a bit, and the hangout was originally going to go on for really long. Like, we're going to go into the night and we're gonna hang out. But instead, we're very hungry, so we went to a nearby shop called Sunrise Donuts, and we went there for a sandwich. So for $15.50, I had a croissant sandwich, turkey cheese sandwich with passion fruit ice slurry, and the whole place felt really run down. It felt like a gas station, and but the sandwich really good. The drink is fine. It's probably a lot of syrup and ice and chemical flavoring. It's very hood. Like the whole place felt very much like the hood. Um, but also not really. But also kinda. Um, but yeah, it's very fun. And then suddenly Benny received a call, and Benny was like, "Yeah, I need to go home." So Benny just drove Tova to a parking lot where Tova got her car, and then Benny just drove me home, and that's it. So the whole hangout went from 3:30 ish to like 6 p.m. It was just 2.5 hours, and it's very short and brief. So I went back home and I just rested, as in like I did nothing because I wanted my voice to go back to crispy voice. And that means a lot of time is wasted doing nothing, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's pretty much for today. And tomorrow I was going to meet Cliff, and we're going to meet in Culver City. Like, told him why not Culver City? Because it's literally exactly between downtown LA and Santa Monica. And then Cliff finally responds saying, "Oh, I forgot to tell you this, but there's this project, and I was called on very last minute to be a key grip. And this project will go on until the 8th." And I'm like, "Oh." So, unfortunately, he won't be free tomorrow. So instead, we're doing it online over Zoom. So we're still doing it, it's just over Zoom. Which is both good and bad. Bad because I'm disappointed. I want to go out and have a cup of coffee with Cliff because that's fucking cool. But good because now I don't need to bring my laptop outside and waste a lot of time on transportation and whatever. And tomorrow I can rest. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Carly, still no response. I'm gonna text her again tomorrow. Tova really doesn't want to interview Carly on January 4th. But I also don't want to wait until like a billion years later. To be fair, Tova's coming back in February for her birthday, and then Tova's coming back again in spring break. But I kind of want to go to New York. Tova's also coming back in the summer, but that's just too late. I really want to interview Carly. ASA freaking P. Okay? And Naja won't be there. Naja's not free. She's also going to be on a set. So I'm going to bring my Blue Yeti mic. I'm going to bring my laptop, not this one, the Asus. And I'm just going to try to directly film into my camera. Hopefully it works. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So after I came back home, I gave myself some thought. What if I filmed best movies tomorrow morning? And then I thought, I don't want this whole Long Beach thing to destroy my YouTube plans. I'm stubborn. I have to release it today. It's the plan. So I still did it. I filmed it. I still edited it. And originally I thought maybe I should premiere it at 2 a.m. because I want to release it today. It has to be today. But then, you know what? Fuck it. 2 a.m. is like, nobody's in the Pacific West Coast is gonna watch it because most of them are asleep. And then it's gonna be 5 a.m. on the East Coast, and nobody on the East Coast will be able to see it anyways. It will be 6 p.m. in Hong Kong time, which is fine, but fine, fuck it. I'll release it tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I'll be asleep, but 10 a.m. means 2 a.m. in Hong Kong time, which, you know what, I should make this 9 a.m. then. I don't want everyone in Hong Kong to be asleep when this happens. This is important. But yeah, I will be asleep, so I won't be joining the festivities. But yeah, Super Chat is activated. Hopefully people start giving me money. And then yeah, not much else. I realize I have quite a bit to do actually. I have laundry, I still haven't done that. Um, I have to email the actress to get a photo of her um, and ask her for her availability for the table read. And then oh, this is odd. What's happening? Um, yeah. But yeah, really need to order food on Wii. I still need to look for scholarships for USC because that's fucking insane. But yeah, once again, I'm glad that the whole Mexico situation is over. But now I gotta focus on USC and short film. And the short film goes into USC as well, including the whole application thing, like the film school application. I mean, I'm already in film school, but you know, I still want to apply to film production. And I want to apply it early, so it's gonna be a toughie. It's gonna be a real toughie. Um, but yeah, yeah. Um, so tomorrow I'm gonna stay at home the whole day, probably. And after that it's USC. It begins, finally begins. Um, with the English exam. So yeah, just this is it. This is it. And yeah, aside from Carly's interview and also Retablo's adventure on January 6th, USC is the only thing that's gonna happen. So yeah, fight on, fighting on. All right, time now is 2:20 p.m. On January 2nd. So I forgot to do one of those beginning of the month cheers yesterday, so let me do it today. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to... Fuck. Ow, my fingers. Okay, let's do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to January. Woo! So, yeah, every single month I survive, I'll do this cheer, you know, because LA is a land of snakes and landmines, and it's important to celebrate your livelihood. So, slept from 5 a.m. till 1:30, or 2-ish actually, and yeah, fuck. I am sleeping later and later and later. I thought going the whole Mexico situation will make me sleep earlier again, but no. So I have an idea. I want to go to CVS today and buy some melatonin pills. Last night I also ordered $65 worth of food, but they're looking really good. Beef slices, tomato soup base, which I've never tried before, but you know, I don't have time to brew soup, so this might just be it. You know, Haidilao soup base might just be fantastic. I also got some knife slice noodles, which I'm very excited to try. I got some meatballs, and yeah, it's just yeah. And then I also yeah. So there's anyways today I want to go to CVS to get melatonin pills, and in the meantime, why don't I do a test? Not a test. Why don't I just go around the USC campus and look for the classrooms that I'll be going to, you know, and then also look for the place that I have to go to tomorrow for the English exam, as a bit of a test run, you know, a test run. So yeah, today I'll go to USC. I'll walk over there, or I'll take a bus over there, and I'll do a test run. Okay. And yeah, today, aside from the USC test run, I'll do the laundry because I have to. I'll try to fix my hair to make it look good. For tomorrow, I will, yeah, I will film one more video for my Cantonese channel, and then, yeah, and then that's pretty much it. It's gonna be chill day, and then at night I'm gonna have a Discord call with Cliff to go over the shot list of my short film. And I'm gonna text Carly again. Hopefully she responds. Please respond. Please. Pretty please. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for today. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy for some reason. I'm feeling nice and happy and good. And I'm excited for USC. It's like the closer I get to USC, the more excited I am. And when it comes to like things like Blu-rays and lenses, I get into a rabbit hole and I get really excited. But if I get excited too much, it loses steam and I'm not that excited anymore. But with USC, because I've never really, when I was in Hong Kong, I was never really excited for USC. But now the closer I get, the more I realize, holy shit, I'm gonna meet so many new people. I'm gonna enter a whole new world. I'm gonna enter a whole new system of things. I'm gonna have a whole new lore in front of me, and it's insane actually. It's actually crazy, and USC is 4 times bigger than Hong Kong U, and it's fucking awesome, and you know what? I am excited. So there's that. Yeah. I'm still feeling a little pissed that Natalie and Cedric didn't say anything to me in the WhatsApp group chat. I'm gonna try to speak to them individually. I feel like Cedric's easier to talk to. For some reason, I just don't feel the disdain. When I speak to Natalie, or whenever I think of Natalie, I always feel that she looks down on me. But I think Cedric simply just doesn't care about me. So I feel like talking to him is a lot more easier for me. But, despite the fact that I've met Natalie more, but I feel like Cedric's just easier. And I also want to talk to Cedric more about his past, because I want to study him the way I'm studying myself, and the way I'm studying Natalie, and the way I'm studying Mary and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much today. I need melatonin pills for real. Hopefully I sleep earlier tonight for tomorrow's English exam. I don't want to be sleep deprived when I'm doing that. Also, when Benny drove me home last night, I talked to him about several things. I talked to him about my short film ideas, and then he complimented me saying that my English is actually really abnormally good. Like, not only am I good at speaking English, but also in an American way. And he's like, how did you do it? And I told him, well, I can actually change accents if I want to. And then he's like, do it, change to British accent. And I got embarrassed a little bit, but I did. And he's like, okay, that's pretty good. So yeah, what do you know? But yeah, I need to fix my hair. I'm gonna eat pizza tonight, the leftover pizza. I'm gonna have the cup noodle finally for lunch. Spam luncheon meat, cabbages. Yeah, and my Fallen Angels Blu-ray theoretically arrives tonight. So, oof. I need it. I want it. So, yeah, that's today. Walking to USC again because buses don't exist. Let's go. What the hell? Is the whole campus completely locked down? Really? Seriously? You can't do that. It's still like 5 p.m. What? Okay, yeah, the whole place is locked down. There's like a person in there. Alright, time now is 10:27 p.m. Woo-hoo. Yeah, not a lot happened today, and rightfully so. I went to CVS. I walked, actually, again, because I had to wait half an hour I had to wait half an hour for the bus to come. So again, might as well walk. So I walked for about 25 minutes and arrived at the CVS again, which is inside the Target, and I was ready to buy a bottle of melatonin pills. And I was a little scared. When I arrived there, I immediately looked up, do I need prescription for don't if I need prescription for melatonin pills? And I got two answers. One is no, you don't, and the other is yes. So I'm like, I don't know. So I went to the CVS section. There are two rows, there are two aisles full of like pills and medications, and they're all locked in a glass wall. And there's another guy who's trying to look for some other medication, and staff there opened up the glass wall, and he took the bottle of medication, and then I was just standing there like an idiot, and then the woman turned to me and was like, "Do you need help too?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then she just opened the wall, and I just grabbed a bottle of melatonin pills. I don't even know if it's pills or if it's gummies or I don't know. There's so many selections of melatonin, but they all look like they're all from the same brand. So I'm like, I'll just get one of them. So I spent about $13 for one, which seems like a little pricey, but I think it'll last a long time. So yeah, I got myself a melatonin pill bottle right here, which is great. I'll use it tonight. Hopefully I can fall asleep earlier so that I can wake up early tomorrow. And that's it. No news from Carly, no news from Cliff. I don't know what's going on. There's actually a small chance that Carly may not even be available on January 4th, even though she says it is, but it's such short notice, which is a shame. But yeah, didn't do much else. I had dinner, which is leftover pizza and some salad, some spinach salad. I feel like I'm not eating enough. I don't know, even if I eat enough calories, it's just like, I just feel like I'm severely lacking. I feel like I'm eating dumb shit every meal, and I'm not eating anything actual, real food. I don't know. But yeah, after getting the melatonin pills, I immediately went to the USC campus because I wanted to go for a test run to look for, the buildings that I'm gonna go to. Turns out the whole place is locked down. I didn't know you could do that. This is a whole university campus. I remember being at like UCLA and even being in, my last college at the campus, and the whole thing is still like open even at night. I don't know why is it closed. I really don't know why. So that's kind of weird. Maybe it's still a holiday. Maybe it's because it's still considered a holiday today, even though it's Tuesday. But yeah. So maybe it's because it's a holiday. But anyways, I looked up on the map and I found out where's the social sciences building. It's right beside Dr. Crow Medicine Building, also known as DCM, which will be the building I will go to for art history class, and it's about 5 minutes away from SCA, and it's on a similar side of campus, so thank God I don't have to, every Tuesday I'm going to jump from World Building Studio, which is film production, which is an SCA, to DMC for art history, and I have about half an hour to do that, which seems like a lot, but usually after class in film, like usually after every single class, I like to just hang around. But yeah, thank God it's not that far away. Oh, actually, the day I'm actually scared of is not Tuesday. Hold on, let me check. I think it's a Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or something, where I had like 10 minutes to run from SCA to DMC. And so that's going to be fun. But yeah, anyways. And then I decided to take a bus. Thank God it didn't take half an hour. I realized that living in this apartment here actually kind of sucks because it's actually far away from the campus. for a non-driver, and it's not like I'm fucking driving there every day anyways, even if I have a car. It's just a lot of parking, it's just annoying, okay? So, I either ride my bike there, but it's also very exhausting, or I take the bus, or I can walk, but I really don't want to walk back and forth because every time I walk, it takes about 20 something minutes. So, I really am thinking about taking the bus again every single day, but to do that, I really need to know when the buses take off, and I really need to be able to control that, as in, like, handle that. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And then not much else. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for the USC adventure to begin. Again, maybe it'll be very underwhelming. Maybe I will not meet anyone interesting, or experience anything interesting in the first semester. Or maybe quite the opposite. Maybe it's gonna be insane. I don't know. There are so many possibilities. Yeah, okay. Wednesday, I need to run from a theater to the DMT. Oh no 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 no. No. It's the Norris Chuck Theater to SCA, which is like literally next to each other, in 10 minutes. Um, yeah. Okay. Well. But yeah, I'm gonna do more USC stuff. I just did some research on the whole English exam thing tomorrow. I need to bring my own laptop. And then another thing is, yeah, the job stuff, the financial aid stuff, scholarships, USC Fitness Center, the clubs. I really need to start working on that. The meal plans, come on. Again, USC is so expensive. I need to exploit the living shit out of every corner of USC. If it provides food, I'll take it. If it provides free transportation, I'll take it. If it provides this, I'll take it. If it provides that, I'll fucking take it. So, yeah. Also, I'm outside of the free lift zone, but I'm not that far away from the free lift zone. So maybe I can spend like 3 minutes and walk into the free lift zone and then call a lift from there. If that's a thing I can do. So I don't know, who knows. But yeah, I'm kind of far, actually. In a way, I am. And I wish I am closer, but that would mean a lot more expensive, and I don't know. And I also don't want to move. Yeah, this is small and it's pathetic, but I like it. I like it as in I'm living here now and I want to settle, so yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Also, the Fallen Angels Blu-ray is not arriving today, it's arriving tomorrow. It's delayed again. I'm a little bit worried. If it's not legit, then I'll just buy another one on eBay, because there's another one for $60 and it's brand new. And it's still there. Oh my god. But yeah, we'll see. If it's not legit, then fuck it, I'll buy a new one. But yeah, 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 yeah. Nothing else. I don't know. I just I really don't know. I just think I think it's great that I'm entering another completely unknown territory. Like, I just really don't know what to expect. Um Again, there's like, fear that I'll be disappointed. There's also hope that, I'll meet someone interesting finally. Um I don't know. I've been thinking about calling Cedric for real and just like talking to him. Um, I hope I can really like talk to him one day and for real and understand like sort of his past. A little bit earlier, I recalled the time he told me about how his parents kicked him out of the apartment and he had to spend the night at the rooftop of of his apartment building, and I thought, oh my god, I should include that in my story. Because sort of, I guess in a sense, it's almost like child negligence. In another sense, I think it probably really hurt Cedric's self worth. And in a lot of ways, I and Cedric are pretty similar. Like Cedric probably think of himself as kind of a loser. I think of myself as a loser all the time. But the thing is, he's had a couple girlfriends before, even though he's single now, in the most miserable way possible. But we're both losers in a way. But yeah. It's been a truly, truly long time. By long time, I mean years since I've had a deep talk with Cedric. Have I ever even had a deep talk with Cedric? I don't think I have. And by deep talk, I mean like actual talk about personal issues. I don't think I really have. And I've done that with Leah and Zara and Miriam and Pink, and it's really nice. But also in the last few days, Pink and Leah and I think Derek and Harry, I haven't seen him in ages, and a bunch of other people like Marty and Adam also like went out to have hot pot together. Like goddamn, I wish I could see them again one more time, but I think when I left Hong Kong back in December of 2021, part of me already sort of knew that I'll never see them again, which is a very sad apocalyptic thought to have, but yeah. But I hope I have great success. I hope years down the road I will be one of the leading filmmakers in Hong Kong and one of the most important person. Like I want to collaborate with K-pop stars and J-pop stars to make music videos. I want to collaborate with big anime studios to work on animes. I want to collab with A24 or Neon, and I want Hong Kongers to see me on Instagram and be like, oh my god, when's your next project coming out? Like, I want to be that. I really want. And part of me wants to do that just so that I can show off to people. Just show off to people like Natalie and Cedric and just people who I know and they probably have forgotten about me. People like Hector and Hans and Kingsley, people who've looked down on me, and never really saw any significance in me. Hopefully that day will come. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Time now is 8:40 a.m. on January 3rd. So yeah, slept from 4 a.m. to 8:30. Really planned to sleep earlier. I really did. I was hoping 3, but of course it's late. But at least it's 4 a.m. and not 4:30. Could be worse. But yeah, last night a few good things happened. First of all, Cliff and Carly finally responded to me at 2 a.m. I asked Carly if tomorrow, if January 4th would be is still okay. And she's like, yeah. And I told her before she disappears again, I was like, main campus, 2 p.m. And she's like, yeah, that works for me, exclamation mark. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm gonna try to get there in time because I got USC stuff, and she's already disappeared. But yeah, that's really, really good news. So that's one big concern, disappeared. Cliff responded to me saying, oh shit, I'm sorry, I took a nap. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. And then I also fixed my hair. I used down perm on myself for the first time. exactly what the barber did when I had a quote-unquote haircut before I left Hong Kong. It's a little complicated and a little scary because apparently if you touch the down perm with your bare skin, it's so cold. It leaves a mark on your skin or something. But yeah, I used it and I feel like I didn't really use it because I used so little down perm cream. But yeah. Um, yeah. I feel a little dizzy right now. Maybe it's the melatonin pills. Maybe that's a bad idea. But yeah, today I'm going to go to USC. My USC journey begins today because I'm going there to do the English exam. I need to leave my place at 9:15 at the latest so that I can catch a bus at 9:20. And then arrive there at 9:50. Um, yeah. And my English exam will start at around 10. And then after the written English exam, I need to immediately go back home, have lunch, and prepare for the English speaking exam with the interview at home with a Zoom meeting in the afternoon. So, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm glad Carly responded. But, fuck, I'm sleep deprived. It's okay. It's English exam, it's easy. I think I'll nail it. It's just gonna be a Duolingo exam part 2. Like, I'm good at this, okay? I'm very fucking good at this. It's gonna blow their minds how good I am. Ooh, it's cold. Fuck. Yeah. Well. Excited. Yeah. It's a brave new dawn in a brave new day. Let's go. Good thing is I've been to these places. This is Humanities Building, I think. The legendary. Huh. Where the hell should I go? Where's the library? Oh, there it is. Oh no, this is NCT, isn't it? Fuck, okay. This is NCT. This is not humanities, this is NCT. Time now is 2:55 p.m. on January 3rd. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about today. The day hasn't ended yet. Usually I film one of these when the day ends, but it hasn't. But, yeah, just want to quickly talk about what happened earlier today because I think, most of the interesting shit has happened already today. So right off the bat, I woke up super early at 8:30. Also, hold on, I need to track my package. This is really weird. What the heck? Yeah, so I woke up and immediately in the morning I felt kind of bad because I immediately had a stomach ache, which is a terrible time for that to happen. An awful time. I don't know why. Maybe it's the melatonin pill. If it's a random thing that I haven't had in a very long time, my body will just reject it. But yeah, I immediately had a stomach ache. So I'm like, okay. And I try to make my body forget about the stomach ache. And it worked because it has worked many times already. So I changed my clothes, got ready, and I just left my apartment and took the bus right on time. Arrived at the USC campus right on time. I immediately found the social sciences building. Even though it's a ginormous campus, I was able to immediately find it because I sort of already know where it is. Also, I looked at a photo on Google Images and I saw that it's like not Google Images, the USC map website, and I saw that it's the building with the arches, and I'm like, oh, I know where that is. So I went to that SOS Social Sciences building, went into the ground, and then a white woman, was like, "Hey, are you here for the English exam?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Okay, um, show me your passport." So all that stuff, and then I entered the room. It's kind of like a small classroom. It's about the size of a classroom in my previous community college in the main campus, maybe a bit bigger. It's a bunch of rolly chairs with uh, movable, connected uh, tables, tabletops. And then I sat on a seat, put out my laptop, and boom, here we go. I was worried that I'm going to run out of battery, but that didn't happen. I was worried that my laptop fan will make a lot of noise, but that didn't happen either. Um, the only thing I had to do was to raise my hand and ask for a piece of paper so that I could write down my USC ID because everyone has to either have their USC ID card or just like a piece of paper that has their USC ID on it. But yeah, it's not a lot of people. I think it's around 30 people and it's a lot of Indians. It's a lot of South Asians, but a bunch of them speak Hindi, so they're Indians. And then there are a bunch of East Asians. I think a good chunk of them are Chinese. There are a few Koreans. There are a few people from other countries. But it's all the East Asians and South Asians. I think we're the ones who figured out Duolingo is the cheapest way to do it. So we all ended up having to do this English test because we all did the Duolingo English test, which is hilarious. We get the exam starts and the person next to me was like nervous and he's like shaking his leg and stuff. I'm not nervous. I'm just tired and I know I'm going to ace this test. I'm very confident. So the test started and it's so easy. It's just one essay question and there are two questions, but you just choose one. So the first one is pets. Why do you think they benefit humanity or something like that? Like, what are the benefits of having a pet? And B is electronic waste, e-waste. Um, it's causing issues to the environment. What would you do to address this problem? Both of these questions are boring as fuck, but both of these are also not like ridiculously difficult or anything. These are the exact same. These questions are so similar to the essays I write in Hong Kong, like for my English exam. It's so similar. It's kind of hilarious, and yeah. So I went with electronic waste because I'm more familiar with that. Like I can write more with that. So it was almost like LS. It was almost like LS, where I basically my hair is really an issue, is it? Yeah, where I basically um wrote an intro paragraph and then three paragraphs, and between the second and the third, I had a little transitional paragraph, but three solutions to solve electronic waste. The first one is recycling, and I said a bunch of stuff about how, you can take those electronic waste into a garbage bin. It's gonna go into a induction smelter. Like, the thing is, I made all this shit up. I don't know how recycling electronic waste work, but it doesn't matter because like it's not an essay for a science class. This is for an English, and they're looking for grammar, they're looking for organization skills, they're looking for vocab. So if I make this up, if it's inaccurate scientifically, it doesn't matter. So I just made everything up, and then I wrote about donation, like donating electronic devices, and then the third paragraph is about redesigning, like redesigning electronic devices so that they're more environmentally friendly. You know, if they're smaller, then the amount of waste will be smaller. Duh. If they are stronger, then they won't break easily. Then people wouldn't have to throw those devices away easily, right? Common sense. But also use environmentally friendly materials like graphite and metal alloys. The people who are reading these essays probably don't even know what the fuck's going on. So anyways, conclusion, yada yada, I finished it. I think I'm the first person to finish it. When I finished writing paragraph 2, I realized I'm writing way too fast. And it's funny because everyone around me are like aggressively typing, but I'm just like typing very slowly, but I'm still too fast. And then I slowly typed, and I still had 17 minutes. So I submitted it, and I still had 17 minutes. So I just stared into the air and did nothing for 17 minutes, basically. I turned off my browser lockdown software that we had to download last night for today's exam. And then I tried to get back in, but then it's not allowed. So I'm just like stuck there. But yeah, after 17 minutes, the examiner... Invigilator? I forgot the name. I think it's Invigilator. It's two Asian American women, or just two East Asian women. They're like, oh, you can go now. So I'm like, okay. So I just packed everything up and just left. That's it, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then at some point when I was walking up the stairs, a girl, I think she's Chinese, accidentally dropped her bottle, and I picked it up for her, and she's like, thanks, and then that's it. And then I just listened to music, and I took a bus back home, and it's literally the same bus driver as the bus that took me to USC this morning. And in the morning, she's like, you don't need to pay. So when I saw her again, I didn't pay. Which is great. I'm a USC student. This is supposed to be fucking free. So, yeah, there's that. And then nothing else. Nothing else. So that's that. After I came back home, I immediately went to the bathroom. I immediately made myself a grilled cheese with salami sandwich. I cooked it really fast. And a couple things came up. One is Tova told me she probably won't be free tomorrow afternoon. No! Carly said she's free, and that's a rare opportunity. That's so good. I really wish Tova could show up, and if it's one-on-one with me and Carly, it's awkward as hell. So please, Tova, please show up. But she said most likely she won't, but she'll ask her mom, because she thinks she has to help her mom with something. But a few days ago, she told me she'll be completely free from the 2nd to the 5th, and now you're not. Why? Second of all, Ken DM'd me saying, will you be at the Zoom meeting later? And I'm like, what Zoom meeting? What? And it's a PD Zoom meeting. Apparently it's Elin's idea. So basically Elin and Ken will go over some items and we'll figure out the budget, like a budget proposal, which is great. Elin's actually working so hard for me right now. It's insane. How hard is she working right now? So I asked Elin, and Ken was like, oh, I'm going to send you the link. Because Ken was like, I think you should join too. And I'm like, yeah, sure. And it's weird, like, at least I want to know. Like, this is my short film, you're doing things without me knowing? Come on, let's not pull an ends and means here, you know? So I texted Elin, I was like, oh, I heard from Ken that you have like a, thing, Zoom meeting. And Elin was like, oh yeah, I just thought it wasn't like, it's just going to be me and Ken talking about things, like it wouldn't be a very productive use of your time. And I'm like, okay. But it's weird. It's like, I this is one of those dilemmas where I really respect Yelin for her work, but I also don't want to budge. Like, I don't want to be weak and meek. I'm the director and producer of this short film. So I told her again, but I want to listen though. I'll just listen for a bit, just curious. And she's like, okay, sure. Um, so there's that. The other thing is, um, apparently on January 5th afternoon at around 2 p.m., there will be an SCA welcoming event. How the hell am I only finding out today? And I didn't find out, like, I received an email today about that. Thank God I didn't plan anything for January 5th afternoon. So January 4th afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, Carly interview. January 5th, it'll be the SCA, the School of Cinematic Arts. So that's that. And January 6th, it's Retablo's Adventure. So the next few days are jam-packed. It's too eventful. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, and yeah, the interviews happened. I joined a Zoom meeting at 1 p.m. and I had to wait like a whole hour until they finally reached out to me. And it's two American white women, and you know, I showed my passport and everything, and they started asking me questions. I bet they're confused because my American English is really good. So they started with the basics, like why did you come to US to study? And they asked me filmmaking, they asked me what sort of movies I like making. And then they asked me what I did this morning for the written exam about electronic waste and recycling. And then the woman asked me, how does recycling work in Hong Kong? And then they showed me 4 photos, and they're like stock photos of like travel destinations. The first one is an empty desert, desolate area with a white van in the middle. The second one, and we did it clockwise. The second one is this cafe in South Europe or Southern America or something like that. The third one is like a beach with a beautiful blue ocean and a sunset. The fourth one is like a man standing in the middle of this pine forest with a river. It's like a very cold, mountainous place. So I just described these 4 photos to them, and they're like, okay, thank you. And then the interview ended. Went really well. I didn't prepare at all. I mean, what can you do to prepare for that? But also, it's like, I think I did really well because I'm a very visual person because I'm a filmmaker. So when you give me these photos, I describe them as like, oh, that place seems like a very cold place. You know, that seems like a very desolate place, and it's in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, I think I did very well, and that's pretty much it for today. So yeah, for the rest of the day, a little bit more laundry would be great. I think my hair is just like, I did my hair last night. I feel like it didn't help at all. The thing is, it's already soft. My sides are already soft. Yet I feel like it's not that different from before I did my hair, but my hair is softened. It is. So I don't know what exactly is the issue going on. I don't really know what is the issue. I think I'm going to try to shave off these bits. Maybe that will help. But yeah. Honestly, I'm fine. If I like lift up my hair and like, you know, have these strands of hair do this, like a little V shape like this, I think I will look fresher, which is probably what I need to do. So yeah, maybe a little trim on the top so that I can do a V shape like this for tomorrow's orientation. Apparently nothing will happen in the orientation, but I get to meet people and probably exchange Instagram, and yeah, and I can leave early if I want to, so who cares? But yeah, that's that. All right, time now is 10:10 a.m. p.m. 10:10 p.m. Just finished dinner, which is rice, steamed eggs. I put loads of salt and chicken powder on it so that it would taste like something, but now it just tastes like salty, extremely salty something. I had the leftover curry pork chop, curry marinated pork chop. It's not really curry. It's just curry flavor. And then cabbage, mushroom, carrot fried together. You know what? Really good, really filling. Because I was dying of hunger today. I really feel like I've lost a lot of weight after coming back to LA. I really do. I can feel it. And I really don't want that to be a thing. So I've been looking at cooking videos. I've been looking at a lot of cooking videos as well. And it's gonna be tough, but I really want to cook better and not just rely on snacks to reach my calorie intake level, but actually just enjoy food. I've been thinking about meal plans. I actually did some research today. USC meal plans. There's a meal plan that's $3,500 for a semester. What the fuck? What? I spend about 450 every single month on food. And in a semester that's about 2,800. I mean that's like half a year. Really? 6 months. Okay, 6 months, 450. Yeah, around that range. And that's insane. But then there's another plan that is like $500. $500 for a whole semester? Maybe worth a try. So I need to do more research on that. I also called the USC transportation customer services. I spent like 10 minutes waiting for them. They finally picked up, and the woman was kind of pissed. Like, she probably answered the same question again and again. And I was like, oh, I tried to purchase U-Pass, which is like a tap card, but USC, for USC students. And it's basically, once you have activated the tap card, you can basically use it again and again on a bus, on a metro. Hell yeah. Please let me do that. I don't want to spend any more money on any transportation anymore, okay? Because fuck that. So there's a U-Pass, and the woman was like, it'll be available tomorrow. Okay. I feel like today, January 3rd, is the actual first day of school for USC, like the day USC opens again. And then tomorrow is the actual first day. Like, today is where a bunch of professors and staff will return and like put down their things again, you know, sort of settle down. And tomorrow's the actual first day where everything opens up, you know, orientation, stuff like that. But yeah, really fucking excited for today. Even though tomorrow the spring at me orientation probably not going to be that interesting because it's spring at me, so most of the people have disappeared and it's optional, so a lot of people probably won't show up, but also show up anyways. Who knows what's going to happen? Who the fuck knows? I'm especially excited for the SCA meetup on Friday, which is 2 days later. Holy shit. Because I get to meet the characters in my next anime arc, you know, which is crazy. It's their introduction. Holy shit. So we'll see. Of course, again, it's optional, so not everyone's going to show up, but it'll be interesting, right? But yeah, and then another thing is Tova said she can come tomorrow, but she needs it to be done by 4. And I said, okay, I think it's possible. So yeah, tomorrow I'll bring my laptop, I'll bring my Asus laptop, I'll bring this mic with me, I'll bring a big backpack, and I'll go directly, after the orientation, I'll go directly to Caton Center, and then maybe on the way I'll buy a lunch or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Thank God it works out. I hope it does work out. I don't know, but Carly's doing an interview. Holy shit. This is the 13th interview we've done, and we're going strong. And then after that, in the summer or in the spring break, we can interview Liam. I don't know. Next up, yeah, the Zoom Discord call with Elin and Ken went really well. We really bounced a lot of ideas back and forth. It seems like a lot of work for PD. There's way more work. Like, our department has 5 times more work than the cinematography department. There's everything from curtains and drapes to Tibetan tankas to the 3D printed Buddhas to little things like kitchen knives and Lucky Cat tipping machines and just so much of everything. The altar, the cabinets, posters, and newspapers, and there's so much going on, and I was really scared that it's going to go over budget. But they work really well. Ken and Elin actually work well together. So far, anyways, I'm scared there will be conflict between them, but I think they work well for some reason. I don't know why. Elin is very fiery and passionate. Ken is really chilled and cooled, and they just sort of match. But I'm glad I'm in the call all the way through because there are so many moments where they have to clarify, like, what do I want exactly? And Elin in the beginning was like, oh, you don't need to be here, like when she was texting me, but thank God I was there. Like, I clarified so much more. And not much else. Again, I feel like there's a lot of time for me right now to not do anything. Like, I'm not really editing anything. Actually, I am for my Cantonese channel, but aside from that, I really am not that busy or anything right now, which is great. I don't think I'll do my hair again. I think that's kind of stupid. Um, it doesn't look like there's a huge difference, but I feel like when I sleep and wake up, my hair's gonna look a little different and hopefully a little bit more tight. This this drip, I'm gonna actually shave it and trim it. Facial hair, little beard, all gone. I'll shave it all, and hopefully I make a little V shape, which is gonna be tough. But if I can maintain that V shape, I would look so much more alive and refreshing. Um, but yeah, ready for tomorrow. Ready, Freddy. And Friday seems really interesting as well. Tomorrow and Friday, I'll also eat lunch outside, which is kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. Bad thing is I'm spending money outside. Good thing is I'll be eating good. But yeah, that's basically it. And then the Fallen Angels Blu-ray. What the fuck? It's coming on January 4th now. I thought it's going to come tonight. Now it's pushed again. So originally it was January 1st, and then it was pushed to the 2nd, then the 3rd, and then tomorrow. If it's still not coming tomorrow, I will legit considering to buy the other $60 one. And the only reason that's holding me back from buying the $60 one right now is that when I go to the tracking packages in UPS website, it does say that at midnight, earlier, the last midnight, they scanned it, the package. So the package does exist. It's not like some non-existent ghost package. It's just that it's taking a lot of time to reach my apartment for no particular reason. But yeah, really excited for tomorrow and for both the orientation and the interview. And hip hip hooray. That's all I can say. Also, both my roommates, Vanessa, the white girl, and Jesus, the Latino, they're gone. They've been gone for a couple of days. I don't know where have they gone, but they have disappeared. I think yesterday I looked at the website for my apartment. Apparently room 1 is rented out. Oh, so someone's moving in very soon. I don't know when, I don't know who it'll be, but please let it be an Asian person. Let it be an East Asian. At least, at the very least, East Asian. Please, please, please. Like, it could be a Korean guy. It could be a Japanese guy. It'll be fine. Taiwanese guy, Chinese guy, it'll be fine. Okay? If it's a girl, it'll be even more interesting. Because she'll keep the place clean. That's a very silly stereotype, but look at Cindy, the African girl. Look at Ashley and Rachel. They will, try to keep things clean, which is good, like a good counterbalance, But yeah, please let it be an East Asian person so that we can at least share some Asian foods around. It'll be a lot better, it'll be a lot better. I'll never run out of rice, if it's an East Asian person. So please let it be an East Asian person. Please, please, please. Yeah, hopefully it's like a Ashley Rachel situation where it's like multiple people, multiple students team up and go to this place and I'm in it and I'm sort of like it sounds like a bad idea because I'm just like standing out and I'm awkward, but if I can like join their team, that would just be so cool. But yeah, excited for tomorrow. Okay. What the fuck is this? You've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay. Shit. Ugh, for fuck's sakes. Okay. It's dead. Spiderweb in my room, fucking hell.